Hello, my cozy company. It's Rosealyn. Welcome back to Palia. I could not wait. I want to get back into the Elderwood. I have done some little piddly quests and done some growing as well. I've also done some redecorating. You have to harvest that before you can water it, and it looks like I need to replant that anyway. Anyway, I'm excited because we have a whole new area to kind of explore and gather materials in. And I've started to fill out the map for us so I can help share some little tidbits if you're starting your adventure into the Elderwood as well. And I got my first Elderwood tree, ancient tree, growing here around the homestead. I have moved some things and I got the pattern for a grow all out gazebo. Also, this is gorgeous as it is. I couldn't imagine how much prettier it's going to get, but we're going to water it and see. This was from a quest for returning a item to a character inside the Elderwoods. I won't spoil it for you, but I went ahead and did that one because it didn't involve any main storyline quest. I have decided to do away with the museum and kind of go back to a plot that feels more like me rather than more of a collector to show that I've worked hard at the game. Oh, yes, try hard. Yes. Yeah, 100%. You know, Wonderstop is wearing off on me, that I am trying to return to more of the things that I enjoy. And I've got all of these extra plots that I can move all of those things to. So I moved my museum back to a separate plot, and I don't think I'm going to have any buildings. I think it's just going to be items that I like. And then I also have my cooking party separate space as well for when we want to do cakes or pies, things like that. So that's the update on those. And now I am down to a couple of different quests. And there are 3 that are of importance here. The Nature of Shadows, which we started last time with Subira's investigation of the Elderwoods. We're tracking this person who's activated all these protocols and we have no idea who they are. Tamala said, hey, I can help with that goopy shadow gunk if you want. And Subira was like, I don't know about that. And then we have 2 others here. One is Pieces of the Past, which started with a quest of finding a journal of a soldier from the war in that area past. Eloisa and Kaleri end up getting in on this because they want to send any artifacts we find to a natural history museum. So we have things to find, and apparently we will get a reward if we donate all the pieces. Interesting, right? Interesting. So the first one that we found that ended up being a key item in our inventory, it's in my chest at this point, I think. Yes, this thing, Umbrian thing. And then the other one we have here is Up the Hill, which is a continuation of Nio asking us to check all of the stable signs in Elderwood. And he said, craft a stables board and place it on our plot. So I did make one of those. Stable sign. It says placeable. Allows you to rent a riff rock that will transport you anywhere on Palia for a modest fee. Ooh. He said, place the sign. Oh. Ew. I don't like that. I don't want to have to put that... Can it just be an install up here? Like a little bell? I don't want to have this on my plot. Who wants to have a massive sign on their plot? Not me. I'll tell you that. Okay, well, I guess I'll make a spot for it. Hi, Nio.
Need anything?
I came by to see if I could help you finish your stable sign, but you already finished it. I can't keep up with you. What can I say? I'm good. You really are. Too bad my farm chores won't do themselves. Anyways, I better get going for now. I'll send up Buttercup so she knows where to find you.
Huh.
See you in town.
You're prettier
Cool
than
beans.
our blue ribbon Ormos.
Oh, thanks, Nio. I suppose it's purely optional to have this thing, but it is nice. I just wish it wasn't this. I've also got one more discovery quest, which has been one Majiri's trash, and it's been a huge, very long, annoying fetch quest where you trade items between not players, but NPCs. I haven't been able to complete that because it says who wants a mud mask? It's Tamala. And of course, Tamala is part of our storyline, and I didn't want to make a boo-boo and get ahead of you, and we missed part of the story that we tackled together. So we're gonna do 2 birds, 1 stone. and handle both those things at the same time. Okay, garden looks good. I updated you on the plot stuff. We now have an ugly sign. Fantastic. I'm going to use the ugly sign even though I hate it. And we're going to head over to the Elderwood. Thank you, ugly sign. Okay, we need to speak with Tamala.
I hope
You're both back. Have a lovely little chat without me. About that potion. Now, don't be coy, darling. If you want something from me, you'll need to be direct. We've decided to accept your help. I'm glad you realize just how much you need me, dear Watcher. I told you I've formulated a potion that will enable you to interact with infected forage, yes? Well, I may have told a teeny fib. Tamala. Such venom. Don't look at me like that, Watcher. The formula exists, but I'm lacking some rather difficult to obtain ingredients to finish it. Oh, Tamala. We could have our favorite human do this collecting for us. Fine, give me the list. I don't like her. Have you noticed? Straight to business. I do love your no-nonsense approach. Rosealyn is not a dog in need of praise. I agree. Thank you, Subira. Oh dear, and I prepared treats. Here's what I'll need. Everything is fairly standard, save for the infected essence. Like begets like, after all. You need a little hair of the plume hound and the potion to break through the infection. I've made some enchanted gloves that should allow you to collect the essence without coming in too much of harm. How much is too much? You're putting Rosealyn in the line of danger for your games, Tamala. Oh, relax. Unless you ingest the raw essence, you'll be perfectly fine. I wouldn't take a bath in this stuff either. Okay, don't go eating Tide Pods. Got it. I will continue to monitor the missing child's flow signature, but I think it would be best if I stay at the stables while our guest is present. Oh, how wonderful. I'm sure we'll just become the best of friends. I will be awaiting your return, Rosealyn. You want this mud mask? I would recognize it anywhere. Is it all authentic, Barofon, volcanic mud? Here, whatever. Just here. Aren't you going to offer me anything? Everyone else did. If you insist on a material reward, you may take this floth finger tail. It's a lucky charm, probably.
I hate to see you go.
That sounds like something Eloisa would like, so I will get that to her. And I've got to grab her a couple of different things. Now, speaking of different things, I might have these things already at home. So I'm going to run home and check toadstool floatfish. Oh, is that an actual fish? Not the mushroom. Yeah, because I have staircase mushroom. Okay, so that must be a fish. So we need to catch a cave pixie. Catch a specific fish. I think it is. And we need one more infected essence. This should be easy. Let's go see if we can't hunt down these materials for this potion. Into the deep, dark depths again. I was saying last episode that this gave me Legend of Zelda vibes. And funny enough, the depths is the area that I was thinking of. Oh, that was our cave pixie. Look at that. This is a fantastic area to mine Palium, by the way. You'll be coming across some platinum from time to time. Do not sell any of that. You're going to need it. Oh, and by the way, while I'm thinking of it, let me show you the map here. We've got some things of importance. Throughout the map, you've got some scattered places where you can turn in infected essence to gain some Elderwood recipes. You also have these Umbran shrines where you can make offerings. And then, of course, you have our teleports. Each of these pop up once you interact with them. We need to fish. This is actually my first time fishing in this area, so I have no idea what the fish look like, how tough they're going to be to catch. Okay, what we got? The little guy looks like a minnow. A mini mullet. Well, I'll save that for my little museum collection. Bronze bluegill. That one's cute. Forgot to mention, you can also find white stone in this area, which comes from the common regular old stones. It's just so pretty. I love it. Love how mysterious it is. Let's try down here. See if we can't get anything. Tin fin. Ooh, what are you? An ancient koi. Ooh, it's so pink. Ooh. This one's like a jellyfish. Toadstool floatfish, that's the one we wanted. Okay, so I was able to find that down here next to the fallen aqueduct on the eastern side. The beans. All right, Tamala.
Hope
Let's
you
not be
didn't come
getting me into
through.
trouble. Isn't this so much nicer than watching me from the shadows, Watcher? Persons of interest rarely talk back during a stakeout. I have the potion ingredients. I knew I could rely on you, darling. Now allow me a moment to synthesize the potion. First one's free, but if you do need more, I'm afraid you'll need to bring me more essence. A shame your charity only goes so far. A woman has to eat, Watcher. Not everyone has the government bankrolling them. Besides, I'll show you just how nice I'm willing to be. Seems like you'll need more of my help while you investigate the Elderwood, so I've graciously decided to open a little potion shop. Stop by whenever you'd like. I'm here to help, after all. I'm sure your shop wares all follow proper order regulations as well. Naturally. In any case, Rosealyn, you should be able to collect the flora samples we need now. Yes, just drink that potion and off you go. A warning, however, the effects will not last forever. Take care you don't stay out too long without a proper supply of them. Oh, boy. But if we had the gloves, why do we need the potion? A potion designed by Tamala to allow you to collect infected forage without being rejected. Slightly spicy going down. Last 10 minutes. Ooh. So we've got to be quick. Otherwise, we won't be able to pick up the infected items. As you do your foraging, make sure to keep any starred items that you find because they're used for crafting. Now, I know that's for forage. I'm not sure for fish or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. Gather infected plants and infected essence. And then Subira is going to have some test subjects to send back to the order. So here's our first one right here. We got 10 minutes. Okay, so it seems like I can't get any infected animals though. That's bugs, hunting, fishing. I can only get forage right now. Ooh, here's a tree. Okay, can we chop? We can. Okay. So is this gonna count? It does. One tree counts as one. Here's a offering statue. Requires 2. Oh, they want sacred flowers. Oh, okay. They do not want the essence. I was incorrect. Make a note in the book. Rosealyn was incorrect. Sacred flowers I've come across just by exploring, though they are quite rare. Ooh, is this a platinum? It is. Okay, so now you guys know what the platinum looks like. It's kind of a mottled, darker stone color and the regular stone color together. Yep, got some platinum ore out of it. I'm glad we came across one. I've only come across like 4. Silly Oogie Boogie spitting at me. Those just slow you down, by the way. They don't do any like damage or anything like that. Subira!
Oh, hello.
I have the flora. Excellent. How strange. Though you've cleansed the surface of infection, it appears whatever overtook these plants has permeated their very core. You can feel it pulse throughout every part of the samples. Flow permeates all living things in small amounts, integrating naturally with oneself. This compromises your flow signature. Even a plant can have one, though typically it only allows you to differentiate between types of plants, not specific individuals, like it can for people. The flow has been completely eradicated from these samples, and those pathways taken over by this new substance. It's not just an infection, it's a domination of spirit, of self. Is it similar to flow? It's hard to describe. I cannot use my magic to sense it so much as I can use my magic to sense the absence. Whatever the substance is, it rejects my magic, quite vehemently, in fact. I think we need to study fauna next. Fish, insects, larger creatures, something more complex than a simple plant. Good thing we have a potion. Oh, it doesn't work miracles. Tamala, I take it you've been eavesdropping. These stables are a public area. I didn't realize you were looking to hide anything. More importantly, if you try to use my potion to gather anything more than plants, you'll find yourself in for a nasty shock. The way my potion works is simple. Tricks these infected plants into believing you are like them, so they no longer reject you. You are, in essence, disguising yourself as one of the infected. So anything you manipulate with your own hands or directly with handheld tools will not be rejected. Fishing hooks, smoke bombs, arrows will lose disguise the moment they leave your side. You'll need to find a way to directly incorporate infected energy into those items, or else you'll find them quite ineffective. I am an expert in all things imbibed, but I can't help you when it comes to making new ammo and accessories, darling. A surprisingly helpful explanation. It appears you'll need to speak to an expert in fishing, hunting, or insect catching to proceed. I don't need samples of all of them, so it's up to you which you'd like to proceed with. Hunting. Speak to Hassian. Make sure you tell him hello for little old me. If you need any assistance, I'll be here, Rosealyn. Quite a busy woman, but I suppose if you need me for anything, I'll try to fit you into my schedule. It's hard being so important. Ooh, I got a sacred flower for that. Very nice. All right, so we need to go find Hassian. What time is it? It's morning. So we need to go to Bahari Bay. Ah, there is a local hunter. Hassian.
I've been thinking of what it'd be
I
like to settle down.
need some help. I was waiting for you to come. I know that your work with the Watcher is important, but I cannot help worrying when I'm not by your side as you enter danger. Tell me how I can help, and I will. Tamala's involvement doesn't make me happy, but you know how to handle yourself. As for the Watcher, I'm glad she's taking things seriously. She sounds like a reliable person to have at your back. You feeling all right? I worry about how much time you spend in those woods already. I feel fine. That's a relief. If things change, come find me. I'll do what I can to support you. Make sure you stay safe. Now that I've said my piece, let's focus on the problem at hand. You need to make the arrows imbued with the infected essence, yes? Materials from the Elderwood have already been exposed to it, so it's likely they'll hold up the best. I'll need some of the essence, some Elderwood for the shaft, and a Pallium bar from the arrowhead. Make sure you come back to me in one piece.
May your path lead you back to me.
That is an easy task. We can bring those right back to him. Good work. Allow me a moment to work out the best way to craft these. Here's the recipe so you can make more. Promise me you won't take any risks while you're out there saving the forest. I promise. I know it may seem foolish of me to worry so much, but I can't help it, much as I've tried. I'll not wait around this time for someone I care about to get hurt. So come back safe, or I'll come find you myself.
I'll hear
Good
your
deal.
voice in the valley's silence.
Aw. He's so cute. I haven't decided who I'm going to romance yet, by the way. I'm romancing everyone at this moment. And we'll just see where that lands. I'm gonna get to crafting some arrows here. Let's see. Ooh, Elderwood arrow. Oh, they look so cool. I love that. Ooh, it takes infected essence too. Ouch. All right, I've got some work to do. We're going to continue with Shot in the Dark and continue getting samples for Subira in the very next episode. I know, hang tight, I could sit here and play this all day, but I don't want to leave you with a 3-hour video, so we're just going to have to take breaks. Don't forget to subscribe and turn notification bell on so you don't miss the next episode of Palia. Okay? I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!